when I was mentioning having endless energy for games, but none for real life in yesterday's video, I was going to bring up this point that would have completely derailed the video. It would just, you know what I'm saying? So on my to-do list of video topics for weeks now, I've had this TikTok saved that I just think it's a really narrow-minded take. I'll play it right now.
Bro, the worst type of gamer, bro, is the nigga who just plays story mode, my career ass games all day. Niggas never want to play with the guys. Niggas never want to play online, hop in that field. Niggas just sit and play story mode, play against the fucking AI all day. Like, nigga, hop in that field, bro. I know that shit get old, bro. I can't stand the nigga. I ain't never trying to play with the guys. It's like, damn, bro, you think you too good? This nigga will be appearing offline for years, never join the party. Then some niggas will appear online and still never join the party, so they really just don't give a fuck. Like, niggas really get on the game to play by themselves and play story mode. Like, I really just don't get that shit, bro. Like, me personally, bro, I love competing, bro. I'm trying to play you in any game. I'm trying to go against you, play with you, play against the fucking online. I'm a real compy gamer. Like, it's different from niggas like me. I'm a compy gamer. Some niggas are just story mode, my career gamers. And looking back at this shit, I guess that's okay. But it's just kind of weird, bro, because I feel like everybody should want to compete in the game and not just play against the AI all day. Like, are you really good if you could beat the computer, bro? Nah, I don't think so.
This is what I kind of meant last video about how people grinding out video games and having endless energy for things that provide no progress to their life. It's so active in the black community, especially in the games he mentioned too. Niggas always talking about, I'm the best dribbler in NBA 2K. I'm like Steph Curry in 2K, bro. Meet me at the park. Nobody could touch me in Madden, bro. And they're right. They're probably nice at FIFA too, right? They're nice at these games. No one can touch them. And it seems they struggle to touch job applications too. I remember seeing someone leave a comment on an older video saying that they disagree with my take on how battle passes are bad for gaming. Like, these things are designed to contain people with a backwards thinking psychological reward system. And you can see that his reward system is based off of something that I feel that did get exploited by these battle passes and these features in modern gaming. Like this guy in this video I just showed, his first assumption I completely disagree with is that he concludes that playing offline or story mode is, in a sense, too easy or dull. Single player games do not equate to difficulty here, people. Like, people struggle with Soulsborne titles. I heard Devil May Cry is like really difficult for people. I've seen people say certain Pokemon games are difficult. Some games have brutally difficult story modes. That's a fact. And the AI in some of these games that are difficult to play, you talk about AI, they play much better than human beings. I'd rather play an AI than play a human being, because you know why? Some of these AIs, you ever play a super good AI, they be cheating and they overcalculate. Still beatable, but that's what kind of makes it fun. That's the challenge of it, right? Like, you know, talking about playing AI makes you weird or is basically easy to do is just objectively incorrect. And gaming isn't just about skill. Some people play games for immersion, exploration, or even creative aspects. In the past, sometimes I liked opening up Cyberpunk 2077 and just riding around Night City to enjoy the late capitalism and dystopian environment. It's nice seeing what our future may probably look like, in my opinion. Or sometimes I would hop on Minecraft just to chill. Like, I don't hop on Minecraft thinking about PvP. Like, I don't think I've really ever joined a public multiplayer Minecraft server before. And PvP is pretty popular in the game too. Sometimes video games are like movies to people, except you're doing improv. You're like an actor inside of it. It's meant to be a meaningful experience. Even in his examples, right? Like NBA 2K. Yeah, my career mode in NBA 2K allows you to enjoy your own journey to the NBA and experience NBA-like scenarios, right? It's like self-inserting and enjoying the different reality. That's the same as improv theater. And like I was mentioning last video about escapism, I'm one of those players who tends to escape into the gaming world I'm in. When I used to play Skyrim a lot or Fallout games, I would always lose track of time or lose my sense of self because I was so tuned in and immersed into the world. Even I used to play 2K for a little bit. Even I always played single player as well. Like, I would lose my sense of time. I would get so immersed into the game. The character I'm playing inside that universe, it just feels like I'm sort of dumb in a sense. Cyberpunk does a great job doing this for me because it's first person most of the time. I have a huge monitor when I play, so it's like right in my face. So like when I'm out there in Night City or whatever, my whole vision is covered by the game. I feel like I'm genuinely in it. This is why I think, and also when you see, this is what I'm talking about, the story mode thing, the argument. It just doesn't make sense. If you're so immersed into the gameplay, you get immersed and attached to the story, to the characters in the story. This is why I think this is such a simple-minded and black and white perspective. Also, not everyone likes online games because it's toxic. Not only is it toxic, but the matchmaking system in a lot of these games are trash. You're out here not only dealing with trash talkers, game ruiners, bad matches, and naturally, unless you're a psycho, you might get burned out and you may want to enjoy a game that doesn't have certain aspects of a community associated with it, like a story mode or a single player game, right? And speaking of competitive, this is why I said y'all are scared to touch job applications, because not everyone has the time or energy for this compy gamer. He says, I'm a compy gamer, like the thing he mentioned. Some people come home from work or school and just want to chill, you know? They're not trying to sweat against some nigga who been playing Madden since 5 a.m. or Marvel Rivals since 3 a.m. and it's 8 p.m. right now. They've been playing for over 12 hours. And the dude who's doing that, he's probably super tilted from losing a bunch of games. That's what happens when you end up playing competitive. You know how it is. When you matchmake all day, you end up losing a bunch of games. And, you know, but he's warmed up, though, and he's tilted. You know what I'm saying? So then some random person just comes online after a hard day at work or school, and next thing you know, they got to deal with this guy. When people have stuff they are not insecure about in terms of, like, when people have things they're not secure about in terms of things that they can prove in the real world, they don't feel like they need to go to a competitive game and prove anything to random people. Like this video. I don't even know this guy, right? I don't know the guy who I showed. I don't know what he does for work. I don't know what his hobbies are, what he's doing to grind out there, nothing. I don't know his struggles, all right? But based on this video, okay, if his value system prioritizes proving things to people over virtual currency and video game stats, I think it's fair, I can assume, he has nothing of value to really prove to himself in real life. Maybe this seems like an attack or may come off harsh. I don't mean it to be that way. But I don't know how else to rationalize this in terms of someone caring this much over online game validation this badly. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have any passions in your life besides trying to compete in an online game to other people to prove that you're good? Like, you're good at the game to a bunch of strangers? Like, is your worth really being measured by how people think you're good at a game online? Like, I'm asking everyone in general, just not this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, I've been there. I'm ranked really high in Dota 2. I haven't played. I think there's a new season. I think I skipped out on like the past 2 or 3 seasons, so I'm not ranked high in Dota 2 anymore. But at one point, I was top 80 in my region. I was top 50 on my hero. Even when I played Overwatch, some of y'all remember from my old channel, Overwatch 1. I never played Overwatch 2. Overwatch 1, I was ranked one of the top Sombras in the world at one point, based on the analytical sites. I don't know if Overbuff still exists. I don't know if that site still. I just looked it up. It does exist, but do people still use it? I don't know. But based on a lot of analytical sites, that was the case. That was the time I was really grinding out there because I was playing ranked and I wanted people to recognize that I was good at it. But like during that time period, like my validation was based off of that. And during that time period, or any other where I cared about this stuff, I had nothing else going on in my life besides 2 or 3 things. And it was nothing that serious. But it's nothing I cared about that much too. Like I was low-key depressed too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what I really wanted to do with my life. I was kind of lost. I didn't feel secure in other passions in my life. That online gaming and what my rank was or the badges I had was like, that's what made me feel complete. That's what completed me. It's really sad. And just to throw this out there, because this guy, how he measures this is just crazy to me. But you know, you can be good at a game without competing online, right? You know, which is another thing that this guy doesn't seem to understand. There are people who are really good at certain games and never play competitively. This guy's narrow definition, simple-minded way of referring to or defining fun and putting gamers on a hierarchy where competitive and sweaty tryhards are better. Otherwise, you're weird. It's very questionable. You know, it's just weird. It's weird. Like gatekeeping people like this is just nasty work. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. This is just my opinion, my take on this. I've been there, but I've never felt the need to gatekeep people like this, like he's doing. I can understand the escapism as well. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe you feel you need to compete online because that validates you or something. But like that's just, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.